All right, we're live. And hey, everybody, I'm excited that you're here. Thanks for joining us on this Thursday. And I got to tell you, this has been like a crazy time right now. I see a bunch of you are on already, and you see we're on a new platform. And thank goodness for our tech team, because of Rob Brazzera, because we had to do a last minute change. We had a huge company Zoom last night where we had issues going live. It was like the company, and I didn't think anything of it till we were doing a team thing this morning, and we also couldn't go live with Zoom. And that's when we said, okay, we got to fix this for today because we didn't want to, have any issues with you guys. So we're going to be checking out some things. And so I see Velda's on, and Karen and Jamie. And I want to just show you a couple things. Look at this. Ed just came on. Look at this. I can show Ed's comment up here. How cool is that?
Good. You are.
And then I can take it back off. So definitely some new features. This is something we've been wanting to do, and then we kind of got forced into it this morning. So excited that you guys are here. But just what Rob also shared with me is that StreamYard, I mean, think about this, guys. You're all in business, right? With things going crazy right now in the world and nobody knowing, what to do. Rob was sharing with me that StreamYard was trying to come up with a way to really grow. Well, fortunately and unfortunately, everybody needing to go work from home just gave them that boost. I guess their whatever happened, like, they have just gone bonkers over this last week or 2 weeks. But I think part of it is not everybody could, and Zoom couldn't handle everything, right? So there had to be something else out there. And so we're grateful for it. So, hey, Mara. Hi, Diane. Thanks for everybody hopping on. Watch this. Watch this, Ruth.
Hey, Mara.
So, yeah.
Say hi to Angela and Diane. Jennifer's with us, guys. I am so excited because Jennifer, who is in our group, she's actually a 6-figure income earner in network marketing, and we're blessed to have her here. You're going to start seeing her more on some of our presentations. So super, super excited about that. Lots to learn from her.
Yeah. So yeah, Jamie says StreamYard is great. She's used it. Hey, Donna, how are you? See, look, I can pop you up there too. I think this is so cool. It's like, I feel like a kid in the candy store right now.
Controls.
I know, right? So guys, we are going to jump right into today's training for you. And, hey, Jessica, actually, I guess we got lots of people still hopping on here. But it's been a crazy couple of days, hasn't it, Ruth?
Oh my God, it's been wild.
Oh my gosh. It's interesting with everybody being home and us all being social networkers, and, it's crazy. We've been testing a whole bunch of new things, and they've just worked, because think about it, guys. We are so far ahead of the curve, right? So we've been building online. We've been putting systems together online. We've been doing things, and all those old schoolers, building the old school way, they just got forced to go online because they can't go out and meet at Starbucks. They can't go out and do these things right now, and they don't know what to do. So the great thing is, guys, is you guys can start sharing that knowledge with people. And we're going to give you some additional tips today and stuff like that. But Ruth, you have anything to add to that before we start our presentation?
No. The only thing I'll add to it is it's an amazing time to serve people, because there's so many people struggling, even in my own family. So Reg has been talking about retiring for a long time, and he was going to retire before we went out to Sedona for a couple of months. Well, that trip got canceled, so he decided he was going to keep working, but he was let go yesterday. So the decision was made for him. Now, fortunately, it was something we were preparing for, but there's millions of people out there like that now. So it's an amazing time to serve.
Yeah, it is. And that's, the great thing about this, guys. You've got knowledge, you've got value to be sharing with people. and there's no better time to do it. But the great thing is you're prepared for it because you've been doing this, right? This isn't new. So now you get to be the teacher and really go out and share what you've learned with others so that they can start thriving online as well. So, all right. So with that being said, what's Jamie saying here? Yes, I just had one of my sideline call and asked me if I could help them. I'm going to help, but send them your way. Oh, well, that's awesome, Jamie. And obviously, guys, we're here to help you as much as we can too. So just let us know. All right, so I'm going to test out this system. Hopefully, my little 5-minute tutorial I had is going to work. But I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so we can dive right in. And let's see here. All right, so hopefully everybody can see that now. Today, we are doing it a little bit different. You are going to see our little tabs here on the side, but that's because I did not have time to set up a separate monitor. So I could still see the comments and stuff you guys are saying, and I wanted to be able to actually see those comments. So this is what we're going with. But today, we're going to talk about key steps to thrive online in a down economy. And, you know, first and foremost, like we kind of already mentioned, be providing value to people, guys. Definitely don't be out there being braggy or anything like that. Just be providing value and have a heart, because people are in a rough spot right now. A lot of people are, and a lot of people are panicking and not knowing what to do. Now, a lot of people are embracing it and loving every minute of it. I have been amazed on my page when, you know, I ask people, you know, what's one positive thing? And I got to tell you, there were so many people who said, you know, this has been great. It's made them slow down a little bit. It's made them, you know, cook more dinners, have more family dinners, you know, things that kind of blew me away, because I would just assume these were things that people were doing anyway, but I guess people had gotten away from it in the craziness of life. And I don't know, maybe it's the universe's way of just telling us that we need to kind of go back to the basics of things. Who knows? So anyway, all right. So we are going to jump right in. Take it away, Ruth.
Yeah, well, guys, in case we haven't met, we're Trisha and Ruth. I'm Ruth. That's Trisha. And we have been in network marketing a combined 20 plus years. We built originally old school, and we got some mentorship, did a lot of training, and now we build pretty much entirely online. We're both moms, and we're both CPAs, which is really kind of weird. So that's why you find us so analytical. In the past 3 years, we've coached more than 3,000 struggling network marketers. And so we have a really clear understanding of what the challenges are in the industry and how to help people get over them. We're both 6-figure income earners in the industry, and we are super passionate about helping you guys reach your dreams and your goals, and just help you succeed.
Yeah. And I got to share with you guys, before I forget to, we're going to have a live interview tomorrow with someone who's been in this industry for quite a long time, has a lot of great nuggets and knowledge to share about, you know, ways to, you know, additional ways to really be out there serving the community in times like this. And so we'll be doing that live tomorrow.
Yeah. And guys, he's an amazing guy. He's $1 million income earner in network marketing, and he's agreed to help our group out. It will not be a pitch fest in any way. You will not hear his company name, but you will get amazing value from what he has to say.
Yeah. And one thing, when Ruth and I met with him yesterday, is he told us how excited he was for us, for everything that we're doing. And I share this with you guys because I know you're all working on the same things. But because he said, you know, right now, you guys are so far ahead of the curve with everything, because you've been doing this, and now, you know, it's just the perfect opportunity for you to share what you have. So I share that with you guys because he was saying that we've got multi 7-figure earners. He said he's been hearing our names popping up of going, what are they doing? What are they doing? So I'm excited because you guys are part of this, and it's something that you get to go share with your community too. So here's what we're going to cover today. We are going to talk about what's not working on social media for network marketers, because we want to make sure we're giving you guys the best strategies that there are out there to be using. And we've got a lot of additional things that we can add in here as we're going through. we know have been working, especially now that everybody's at home on social media all day. We're also going to cover how the top 1% of network marketers are using social media right now. And then how you can make this work for your business now, right? Not, this year, not next year, like how you actually can do it right now.
So why this is different. So number one, guys, most people in network marketing chase instead of attract, right? We're all taught to chase in the beginning, to make that list and go get them, right? We teach you how to build relationships online instead of spamming your link or sending those hey girl or hey guy messages. And we really don't teach turning your profile or your page into a billboard, right? Because remember, people in network marketing and people on social media, they tend to clash when they do that because it feels salesy and people are not on social media to buy stuff. They do buy things, but their intent isn't to go on to social media and buy things unless they're specifically in Facebook Marketplace. So always remember that. And if you're posting your links and people aren't buying, that's the reason. Most network marketers are taught to go for no. And what they really need to be doing is attracting the yeses, attracting the right people, attracting the entrepreneurs, the people who want to either join your business and grow, or the people who are looking for your products, right? We're going to show you how to use a simple Facebook group to convert your prospects into customers and team members at literally record-breaking rates without chasing people.
Yeah, I'm loving it. So guys, this training is for you. If you want to use social media and attraction marketing to build a 6-7 figure business.
Some love hearts. Hit some of those love hearts if that's what you want to do. If that's why you're here, if that's why you're doing this training, is to build a significant business.
Absolutely. And I don't know, can we see some of these things? I'm not sure.
I've actually got
oh, you got Facebook up?
Hearts, yeah, from all and awesome, guys. Love
it. So guys, this is also for you, if you're feeling stuck, right? Because what you've been taught doesn't work, or it stopped working and you're looking for better. And even if you've been building online, if you need a few extra little strategies or tips on how to kind of, take what's happening right now and, maybe do a fine tune to it to get some ideas of how you can go out and capitalize more. We're going to be covering that too. This is also for you if you understand that successful people don't wait until the time is right. They jump when they see an opportunity. And that's the thing, even though right now is the right time for a lot of this, you guys, a lot of you have been around doing this. And so this is going to be really good for you, but to also find others who are ready to jump with you, even if they weren't prepared to come do it this way. And this is also for you if you're ready to take action and build an online system right now. Okay. Don't wait to see if it works. Don't wait for, to see if other people are on board with you. Take charge of your business and get ready to do it now, because those are the things that Ruth and I teach. We teach a lot in here. We've got some other groups and ways for you to work with us as well, which we can always talk about later. But we really give a lot of value. And I know that we've been planning on doing some additional trainings just because people are around right now to really receive this information. And we want to make sure you're getting it.
We are getting lots of hearts, some thumbs up. Karen, Marlo, Donna, Gary, Diane, Wilma.
Nice, guys.
Awesome, guys, awesome job. Okay, guys, this isn't for you. If you're not open to new ways of and strategies to build in network marketing, okay, we teach attraction. Attraction is not what is typically taught in the network marketing industry. So if you're comfortable using old ways, then stick with them. That's totally cool. It's always your business, right? And you run it the way you want to run it. This is not for you if you're looking for push button success. And so often, I know in some of my coaching sessions, people want push button success. They just want to click that button and have it all happen. It takes a little bit of skill, We try and keep things as simple as possible where you can use a lot of organic strategies and beat that old Facebook algorithm. But you have to do them, right? You have to do them, and you have to do them consistently. It's not for you if you like to follow the masses. Believe it or not, the masses are still spamming social media. I would say 90% and above are spamming social media for those network marketers who are still on social media. And it's not for you if you're not going to take action. There's one thing to watch trainings, and there's another thing to implement what you're learning. And watching trainings is great, but if you're not implementing and taking action, it's kind of pointless.
For sure. So guys, if you are ready to take action, drop us an action in the comments so we know that you guys are ready. And yeah, it's so interesting with everything going on right now. Obviously, so many just different opinions, comments, everything flying around. But what I am loving is that the people who have been in our group, I haven't seen you guys being spammy. I've seen you guys really throwing out good stuff. So
love it.
So in love with that. All right. So guys, why this matters to us, right? Why you getting the training that you need to have the success you have, it matters to us because success didn't happen overnight for either one of us. Ruth and I, we built Old School for a really long time. I know, between us going to the malls and getting names, doing meetups during the week, doing home parties, doing all that, there was a time that we weren't really ever like available for our families. We were working all the time to build our business. And that's just not duplicatable, guys. It's just not. And I love it. I'm seeing lots of action here too.
Yeah,
so that's
tons of actions.
Love it.
Amazing.
And this also matters because we struggled using these old strategies, that were really awkward and uncomfortable and didn't work. Like I remember when I first came online building, I literally, guys, was spending, I would go to my friends list and I would go all the way down to the bottom. Like it would take forever to scroll down to the bottom. And then I would go and do a message and copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste every single friend in my thing. Like it was insane. But that's what I was told to do, was go reach out to everybody on your friends list. So I did. But we don't want you to do that because one, it doesn't work. Two, now Facebook will actually shut you down. But it's just not professional, and it's not going to get you where you want to go. It's not going to get you the results. It's going to waste your time and take away from your family. We don't want that for you. And it matters too, because we invested in digital marketing education, combined, seriously, guys, over $75,000. We've learned.
I don't like to hear that number.
I don't either. I kind of cringed when I was doing this, but at the same time, here's what's awesome is we're sharing it with you. Yeah. And you don't need to go do that, right? We want to share that with you because what we have learned works. We have tested it ourselves. We've implemented it and it works. And we want to help you guys shortcut it and not have to go through what we did. Also, guys, we love network marketing, but we believe as an industry, we need to be better. And I do believe that really everything that's going on right now is going to help a lot of people realize that we need to be better. There are companies, when I do coaching, there are companies that flat out tell their people they can't build online. And I'm thinking to myself now, oh my gosh, what are they going to do? Like their business just tanked, right? So we need to be better. It'll all come back to you. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Patty. That's sweet. Also, guys, we used to build 100% old school before learning better strategies. We don't want you guys to do that. Now, there can be a nice blend. It doesn't have to be, if you don't want to be 100% online, you don't have to be. But we want to make sure you know that there is a better way. You don't have to do everything the old school way anymore. And we have helped thousands of people find success online. And we're really passionate about making sure we can help as many as possible. So give us some love hearts, guys, if you're happy to be here today.
So guys, here's what's not working. Number one is the airbrushed lifestyle. So, perfect abs, the food, the lifestyle, the houses, the cars, all of that stuff, that airbrushed look does not work. And even, I want to take that even further. A lot of people airbrush their pictures to make themselves look better. And it just doesn't work anymore. There was a day that it did, and that was 7, 8 years ago, when people could pose in front of someone else's car and get some traction. It does not work. People are looking for authenticity, and people are looking for you to show up as your real you. And I used to fall into that. I used to go, oh, is my hair right? Is my makeup right? Do I have a clean shirt on? And it's like, now it doesn't matter. If you have a message to deliver, people will connect with you regardless, right? Copy paste scripts, they do not work. Now, that being said, it's one thing to follow a script and make it your own, right? So if you're not sure what to say, you can follow a script. I mean, we share our scripts. However, you always have to make it personalized and your own. That sort of copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste, one size fits all does not work. It has to be personal. Large ad budgets and fancy funnels, okay? Now, I want to pre-qualify this because we run ads, we use funnels, we use chatbots, we use a lot of technology, but 90% of what we teach, maybe even more, I'm gonna venture to say 95% of what we teach is organic strategies that are highly duplicatable, because that's what most people will do. And when you teach that to your team, it will duplicate. From there, you will see the people who want to take it further. Those are the people you can plug into trainings and things that teach more advanced marketing strategies, right? But not everyone is going to do that. So fancy funnels, big ad budgets, not needed.
No, not at all. All right. So guys, what is working right now? And so first of all, guys, if you are excited about this, go ahead and give us just a thumbs up in your comments there, okay? So what is working now? Gosh, so many things. First of all, I couldn't even put them all here on the slide because there are so many great things. But authenticity, okay? Being real, being transparent and authentic, sharing your story, using photos of you, not stock photos or fabricated photos, and live video. So this is something Ruth and I've been doing a lot this week. I've seen some other leaders doing this as well. But having, going out and doing a Facebook Live right now with just on your personal page, everybody's home. Like, it's so crazy how many people are home right now. And so you can, do some of these things. But getting that live video where you just go on, like the other day I went on, I think I was on for 20 minutes just talking. And I had so many comments of people interacting and stuff with me. That is working because it's going to start creating that conversation. But also what it's doing is it's boosting the algorithm, right? It's getting your stuff out there more. So Facebook algorithm is seeing that you've got lots of interaction, lots of people commenting and liking what you're doing. So they're going to put it in front of more people. And in fact, Rob ran, I'll have to have him pull the statistic for me, but there was something, it was, if you, Facebook, basically the way they do this is if you go with a post, they basically show it to 20 people. And out of those 20 people, if a certain percentage of them start commenting, Facebook then opens that door to make sure that more people get to see it. So the more comments you get within the first, I think it's like 30 minutes that a post is up, the more people that you get to see it. So if you're putting a lot of engagement posts out there with people that are getting them to start commenting, it's going to start growing really fast. Because the number, like if you only got one person to comment, I think only one more person got to see it. But if you're getting like 10 or 15 or more, it's like 40 plus and then 100 plus that actually see what you're doing. So really cool stuff.
And remember, guys, this whole concept of creating engagement is literally to create awareness and get visibility, right? It's not, you don't have to worry about, oh my gosh, every single post I got to sell something. That is not the intent. The intent is to get Facebook to kind of open up the news feed for you.
Yep.
So that you can start getting those posts that do create curiosity about your products or your business in front of people, right? So just as Trish said, you know, I've started using my personal profile as well, just doing videos of me and Reg cooking. And you know, I'm giving a few tips about things and he's acting silly and they get huge engagement.
Yeah.
So that opens up that news feed for other types of posts. So drop some love hearts, guys, if you're getting this concept, right? Getting this concept of getting in front of people.
Yeah. And that's what I love too, Ruth. I love that you brought that up is when you go live and do some of these things, it's not about going on to give a pitch or anything. It's literally just to get more people to engage with you so that when you do put something else out there, Facebook's automatically going to show it to more people. So real conversations are working, right? That connection. And that's what going back to that video, you know, being a human online with your conversations, you know. I know when I was talking to people the other day, I was like, what are you doing home? Like, what are you guys doing to fill your time? And just sharing different things, but got so many people really interacting. But think about too, you know, what would you say versus using a script? So you, again, being authentic with your conversations and really connecting with people, not, you know, trying to be pitchy in any way. And building genuine connections without an agenda, right? Because ultimately, I mean, tell me if you guys agree with this. When we're talking to people who we know or we like or whatever, we want to make sure that, I mean, we're really trying to introduce them to that because we care about them and want to share it with them. And when we get disappointed, it's because we know it would be great for them, but they just don't take the time to go look at it, right? But then you feel weird, you know, because you're like, I don't know how to approach this person or do that. Well, when you can show up and just be genuine and authentic and then, you know, slide some stuff in there at some point, you're going to get a much better reaction from people, but also you're going to get more people reaching out about it, right? But ultimately, all you're ever trying to do, it's not about you getting signups. You're just trying to give, you know, offer something to people that you know they could benefit from. Because I hear that all the time. I know it would help them if they would only look. Well, now if you can create ways to actually connect with them that aren't so weird and awkward, you're going to be able to get them to be reaching out to you. Okay. And then just simple digital marketing strategies, you know, using Facebook Messenger, marketing, and then messenger ads are a really simple way. And you can do those very inexpensively if you are looking to do some paid strategies. But you also can be using Messenger to create conversation with people instead of commenting on their posts. Or you can be using stories, right? When you use a story, I put a thing in my story last night that something along the lines of, what's a movie that you've seen more than 5 times, but if you saw it on, you'd watch it again? I woke up to 5 or 6 people who gave me their stuff. And the funny thing is, these are people I hadn't talked to and I can't even tell you when. But now because they've commented with me, because on a story, everything goes directly into Messenger, right? Now, the next time I do some kind of post, it's going to show up in their feed. So again, boosting that algorithm with Facebook. So you know, using your stories, and that's when later you can go on and maybe do a live talking about some of the things that you've been doing to boost your immunity, or some of the things you've been doing to keep busy at home while during this time. These are all things that you can be using, and everything except the messenger ad that we've mentioned here is a free strategy.
Absolutely. I love what Angela said here. She said, we all need to be more human, especially today. People are uneasy and will connect more if you're real. And that's 100% true today and true at all times, right? It's all about being real and authentic and doing your best to serve people. So I love that, Angela. Thank you for sharing that.
Yes.
Okay, so how can I make this business work for me now?
Sorry, typo.
So number one, guys, commit to building your brand. I remember when I first heard about building my personal brand, this was years ago, I thought my personal brand was about me, right? Who am I? What do I like to do in my life? You know, I like to exercise. I like to eat right. I'm a mom. I thought that was my brand, and I was dead wrong. That is not my brand. My brand is who I am for the person I'm trying to attract. So who am I going to be for that person? Well, I'm going to be a person of value. I'm going to give them valuable tips, strategies, tools to help them get over their problems, whether it's trying to attract someone who wants to buy weight loss products or trying to attract someone who wants to make some extra income, right? So you've got to be a problem solver. You've got to be someone who maybe inspires them, motivates them, and serves them. That's what your brand is all about. It's not necessarily about who we are. Now, the things about who we are also important to post. It lets people connect with us as human beings. But your brand is how you serve people, who you are for that person you want to attract. Secondly, it takes guts and grit to be yourself, but that's what people want. So share your story, right? It takes guts to be authentic. It takes guts to show up just as your authentic you in the good and the bad and the ugly, right? But that's what people will connect with. And when we try and show up, always trying to be perfect, people see through that. Mm-hmm. Do you agree, Trish?
100%. Yeah. People, listen, people can see through just about anything. And, I know for me, even with all the stuff that we do, when someone's being inauthentic, it really is just the biggest turnoff. And so guys, just being yourself is just so important if you're really looking to attract people to you.
The next thing, guys, is stop taking the easy way out, pasting pics and copy and paste scripts. Sometimes it's easy to get started that way because it will develop a habit, right? But if you really want to attract people and create that personal brand, you're going to have to go beyond that. And that means showing up as your authentic self, right? Putting a picture of you up instead of some kind of stock photo, right? So don't be lazy and keep taking the easy way out. Get serious and take action. And when you find yourself holding back, the best thing to do is recognize that. Like recognize, a lot of times people will get busy doing trainings and, scouring social media for ideas. And really, when we catch ourselves in that constant busy state, it's a clue that we're afraid to take action, because in all likelihood, you know what to do. You're just not doing it because of fear. So, and at that point, recognizing it is number one. And number two is just stepping out and doing it, right? Putting that fear aside, recognizing that you're not going to hit your dreams unless you get uncomfortable. That's the bottom line. And are your dreams big enough to get uncomfortable? And, it's as simple as that.
Yeah. And I just want to add to that too, with the don't be lazy. Guys, if, most of you are in here because you're wanting to build a business, mm-hmm. right? And if you're going to be a business owner, you're going to have to treat your business like a business. And it's so important because you can't just slide by. I know a lot of people are like, oh, I love doing this because I only need to put in a couple hours a week, but then they're not happy with the outcome of their income, right? And so really taking it seriously and realize I am building a business, and how big do I want to build this business? Because the bigger you want to build this business, the more serious you need to be. And you cannot build a business lazy. You just can't. One other thing I just wanted to add here real quickly. If you guys aren't sure, what building a brand means, if you want to learn more about building a brand, that is actually our next deep dive course that we're going to be doing in our ambassador group. So if you guys want any more information on that, drop an ambassador here or just reach out to Ruth and I. But I wanted to let you know that in that group, we do a deep dive like 1 week every single month. We do a lot of other stuff, but because this is something I know a lot of people haven't done yet, I want to let you know this is the next one we're doing. And it will be starting, I believe, the week after next. I got to look at our calendar, but I think that's when it is. So just let us know if that's something you have interest in or not.
There's some really great comments here, Trish. I want to acknowledge people for really sharing. I think you guys are amazing for being so authentic in this group. That's what this group is about, right? About lifting each other up and supporting each other. And, you know, Tala says, right now I feel really challenged on how to post about my opportunity without sounding like I'm trying to pitch or I can't see the rest of it.
Oh yeah, I can see it. Or without sounding like I am bragging. Would love to have ideas on how to do this.
Yeah, because people are hurting. Yeah, so Karen, fear, lack of belief in self-worth, my abilities, all me, but working through it. So great job recognizing that, Karen, because that's the first step, is recognizing things in ourselves. And it's only when we recognize things can we actually start affecting change, right? So really great job. And thank you for sharing. Thank you for being authentic and real. That's what this is all about, right?
Yeah. And, you know, just to go back to what you were saying too, Tala, I think it's definitely learning to word things in the right way so that, you know, you're coming from a place of being genuine, where you are getting people to reach out, because, you know, depending on the answers, that's how you're going to be able to follow up with people. You're going to know who to follow up with, you know, based on some of the things that you get. I know the other day I posted something along the lines of, you know, how has your business changed since everything happened with coronavirus? Because I was just curious, you know, who's working from home, who's still at an office. This was, you know, about a week ago, but people were commenting left and right, you know, that I lost my job, or I'm now at home, or like they gave me all the information without me, you know, needing to go out and be, you know, individually picking on people. Like they just offered the information up. And that's how you know you can follow up with some people, versus putting something up there like, oh, my company's doing the greatest thing ever, and this is the perfect time for you to join. Reach out if you want to join, or I'm looking for 5 people. You know, you don't want to do any of that. You want to just be, you know, putting some great stuff out there, you know, in wording it in the right way. Like I know for us, you know, we've all got a pay raise this week. We're super excited about that. You know, most companies aren't doing that. And that was something we're excited about and sharing with people who've been interested. You know, so things like that you can do without being, you know, real salesy.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I just want to interrupt here because we're getting a lot of comments about not really knowing what to say right now, because people don't want to appear opportunistic or like vultures. Yeah. And those are really valid feelings, right? But what, you know, one of the things that I've personally done is I really rely on attraction marketing to, you know, grow my team, recruit people. However, in these times, I have a bunch of people who are Facebook friends, who are people that I know are out of work. Like, you know, I have a number of hairdressers, massage therapists, all of these people, they have zero income right now. And I am reaching out to them with personal messages. And it's not, here's my link, now's the time to join a business. It's, how are you doing? Are you okay? Can I help you in any way? How is your family? And having heart-to-heart conversations, because these people, guys, they are hurting and they're afraid. And inevitably, they see what I'm doing online, right? My life has not changed. And inevitably, they will ask, how are you doing? And I'll say, honestly, you know, things are okay. It's scary out there. I'm scared too of what's happening, but things are okay. And I'm fortunate to be able to work from home. And, you know, I'm here for you if that's something that you want to take a look at as well. I have amazing resources to help people grow businesses, and, you know, I'm here for you. And just leave it at that. It's about creating real connection again with people.
Absolutely. Great point, Ruth. And to add, you know, what I was saying too, is when you do put out some of those posts where you do get people who comment like that, then you know who it is you have to do that reach out to, right? That kind of helps surface the people that you reach out and just say, hey, I saw your comment. How are you? Just like Ruth said, and go through it that way. But using some of those posts, again, not worded in any salesy way, just coming from curiosity, coming from genuine, heartfelt interest, people will then respond, and then you'll know who you can start having individual conversations with. So right now, guys, it's really a time, to be disruptive and break through the noise, but doing it in a very tactful way, right? You want to be able to stand out from the crowds by being you, but you're also going to be standing out because you're going to be you, but you're going to be a genuine you, and you're not going to be throwing all your, spamming anything about your business. You're going to be you. Don't be afraid, to stand for something or to make a change. And that's the thing too, like right now, this is a perfect way for you to be able to reach out to people very genuinely and have those conversations. But again, using attraction marketing and things like that, where you can be, again, sharing value with people. Don't use typical MLM language when you're talking to people if you're looking to get their attention. So, and I know you guys are worried about that, so I don't think anybody in here is going to be doing that. But for sure, if you know people who are, share with them, guys, there's a better way. Let us, help put you in front of the right training so that you can get better results and not have to do it this way. Another thing is, finding a company and a product that's speaking a different language or creating a new category and has a unique product. And so I'm not saying, just this might be the time too that you evaluate to yourself, are you where you need to be? Is your company doing things that are in line with your values that are still helpful to the community? Is your company doing things that are, helping the people within the company? Because again, as you're trying to be genuine to people, you want to make sure you represent something that's genuine as well, right? Because there's so many great companies out there, but there's also just as many bad companies. I don't know where you guys are, but it's a time for you to really look to make sure that your values are in line, right? Become a leader. As most of you are building online right now, you've got the perfect opportunity to really become that leader, to share the value, to show people, to lead the charge on how it can be done the right way, how we can really, change this industry. And you can do that by allowing yourself to really stand out as the person who's there for others, stand out as the person who's there, to really represent and give back however you can, as opposed to that person who's just trying to get signups in their business.
I love what you said there, Trish, about becoming a leader. Mm-hmm. Because if you see, if you're in a company that maybe, you want to try a different marketing method, and maybe the company doesn't already have it in place, or maybe your upline doesn't have it in place, then become the leader. Test things out, try things, share them with your teams, share them with your company. And, I'll tell you my own personal story here. I just recently, this past year joined Teams with Trish, and I came in as a newbie, right? So I could have stepped back and said, okay, I've got to follow the company's training, and I have to fall in line with the things that are currently in place. Or I can take all the knowledge I have about attraction marketing and build a system for ourselves. And that's precisely what we did. And it doesn't have to be that drastic, guys. Mm-hmm. But if you're finding that you're afraid to step out, even to just create a personal brand, this is your business. You have to put your stake in the sand and say, this is the way I'm going to build, and do it, right? So often we kind of fall into what we're being taught within our own companies or within the leadership that we're in. But if you feel there's something you want to try out and build a personal brand and start using some of the concepts we're teaching here, it's your business. Just do it.
Yeah. Ruth, I love how you just shared that too, because guys, I will tell you, one of the biggest things I hear from so many people, because when Ruth and I are coaching, is that people are afraid to use attraction marketing because they don't know what their upline is going to say, right? I don't know what my upline is going to think about me building online. Guys, it's your business, right? It's your business. And, you know, and I've had some people who, unfortunately, like their upline hasn't supported them at all, and they ended up leaving and changing. But you really do have a decision, you know, that you can either, you know, take charge, become that leader, and create the systems for your company and your team. Or ultimately, if you just know it's not going to work, then also be a leader and find a home where you can do what it is that you're looking to do, right? Sometimes it may be that you have to move in order to do what you want to do, but you can still be the leader doing it, no matter which way you have to go with it. So those are things to really think about, because you want to make sure, you know, you're not building a business to have one good year. You're building a business to have a lifetime in front of you, right? And yes, Jennifer, I love that. Welcome to 2020. We are online.
Yeah.
Exactly. And so it's, you know, it's time for you to really kind of assess and decide, are you going to be the leader, or are you just going to be a follower? What is it that you're going to do? So guys, if you like that, give some, just put in there, put 2020 in, because I like what Jennifer said.
I love what Jennifer said.
In 2020, and we are online. So if you're ready to really take charge with this, drop us a 2020.
And Jennifer's built an amazing business online, a six-figure business online. So she knows what she's talking about.
Yes. Yes, she does.
Okay, guys, so imagine using your Facebook and Instagram to attract the right people for your product and business. Imagine how that would feel if people were reaching out to you saying, hey, can we connect? I'm interested in what you're doing. Would it be a game changer?
Yeah.
Being able to actually have a home business where you work from home. I know I used to build old school. I ran around the city of Toronto running 3 meetups and working at the same time. It was wild. And I was never home. I used to drag my kids to convention and to hotel meetings. Imagine finally having the time to enjoy your life again and to enjoy money in your life again. What would that do for you? What would life look like if you had the money to spend on the things that you wanted to do and spend on the people you want to help? Never having to spam friends and family again. How would that feel? Being able to call your friends without feeling like you have an agenda. I used to hate that. Not just friends, but like I used to sit on airplanes thinking, oh my gosh, I got to talk to this weird guy beside me because I have to prospect him because it's my job. Imagine not ever having to feel that way again. Creating a 5-figure monthly income within a year and changing your financial future forever. Imagine how that would feel if you took the time to learn these skills and apply them.
Yeah, for sure. And so that's, you know, really, you know, everything that we wanted to share with you guys today is if you are taking all these tips, all these different trainings, you know, we've got other trainings here in this group we've done in the past, but guys, really just being authentic, being genuine, getting out in front of people and putting all these strategies in place are going to give you this, right? They're going to give you this. And I think, you know, it's just so important to align yourself with the right people, with the right company, no matter what that is for you. But this is the time to really assess, you know, I think right now is kind of a turning point for a lot of people that you need to decide, are you going to be the one to lead the charge? Are you going to be the one who's out there making a difference? Or are you going to sit back and let others do it and watch them and then be upset that you didn't have the success that they've had? You know, what is it you're going to do? Because guys, all of this is possible for you if you just go out and implement the things that we kind of share with you.
Absolutely. We got some great comments here, Trish. Shelly says, yes, Ruth, I hate the feeling like that on the airplane. It's the worst. It really is. I used to sweat.
Yes. And look a lot more positive. Let's see here. Toronto's my hometown.
Oh, Sandra, I didn't know that.
Yeah, who is that? Who wrote that? I can't see it from here.
Sandra wrote it.
That's awesome.
Too long ago.
Yeah. So guys, if you found value here today, if you found this was valuable to you, drop us a value. And also, you know, just if there's anything else that we can do, you know, to help you guys out, please reach out to us. We are here to help in many ways. You know, I had a call yesterday with some people who are some people, moving companies, some people debating whether to move. If those are even things that you're having thought with, no matter where you're looking to go, if you want to understand how to evaluate better, how to find a good company, let us know, because Ruth and I know what to look for. We can share with you. And it doesn't mean you have to come with us. That's not what I mean. Like, we can genuinely help you figure out what it is you need to be searching for to make sure that you can find what you are looking for. And then just, really follow. You're welcome, Portia. Really follow all of the things that we teach you, because if you really, watch them and then implement them, you're going to start seeing a big change in your business.
Absolutely. So we hope you have a wonderful day, guys. Thank you for dropping all those values. It helps us evaluate the kind of content to put in front of you to help you. We will be back next week again, as usual. And make sure you join us tomorrow for our special guest, a $1 million earner in the network marketing industry, who's going to be sharing some really amazing tips to also help you keep growing.
Yeah. All right, guys. We love you. Thank you for joining us. And we'll look forward to seeing you soon. Bye for now.